What's up and welcome. I am Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer from South Africa, the hybrid, the best of both worlds. In this video, we are going to create this awesome coffee application. So first things first, let's appreciate the designer. We didn't design this awesome design. This is the guy who has designed this awesome design. In case you might want to access this file, there is a link in the description below. Without wasting time, let's just jump straight into it. We are going to use Expo, React Native Expo for this project. So we are going to paste this command and we are going to just change the name of the project, which it will be Coffee Mobile App. Okay, this is the name of the project. In case you are asking yourself, how do you know this command? You can just do a Google search, create Expo app. You might be directed to this link, or this link will be part of the options. Okay, as you can see, I've just copied this link and nothing much. And then from then, let's just hit enter. Okay, as you can see, this is telling me that I'm inside a folder YT tutorial 2024. This is very important to note, okay, where you are. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the video until this part is finished, and then we will see what we can do. Or in the meantime, we can just brainstorm about how are we going to tackle the UI, how are we going to build it, because that is also important. Okay, so when you are presented with a user interface like this one, it's very important to understand the flow of the, my apologies, the flow of the application. Okay, so in the meantime, while this is installing, let's quickly work on that. Okay, because we are going to work on it anyway. We need to understand how the designer was like thinking, what's the logic, what is his own plan of moving from one screen to another. How is that going to help us? This is going to help us to set up our own navigation. Okay, we need to understand, are we going to have a tab navigation or drawers or top tab navigation? Okay, so let's just quickly go through this. Okay, this is some sort of a welcoming page. So when we click on get started, okay, I assume we are taken to this page. Okay, as you can see, this is the welcoming page. I think this is the user. Okay, so meaning that we are assuming that the user is already logged in. Okay, and then we are having our dashboard kind of, or there's some sort of a home screen of the application. This is where we can search for coffee. These are different types of coffees, and these are the actual coffees. Okay, here I'm assuming we are adding the coffee, okay, to the order. Okay, we want to order this. Okay, assuming that's that. As you can see, this corresponds to this, so this tells us that we are going to use a tab router. Okay, important to note, there is a tab routing. Okay, and let's quickly go back here. Okay, jumping from one screen straight like this to another screen, this means that this is a stack navigation. Okay, that means we're going to use a stack navigation. So we need a stack navigation because of this screen. It's telling us we're going to move from one screen, new fresh screen, from say, let's say from this fresh screen to a new fresh screen. Okay, as you can see. So this one is telling us that we are going to navigate from one screen to another, but using tabs. Okay, meaning that this will always be here, this will disappear, and the other one will show, and this will disappear. The more you click here, the other screen will show. So what we have identified so far, let's quickly type that on our notes. Okay, what we have identified so far, we are going to use a stack navigation. Okay, stack navigation. And number two, we are going to use a tab navigation. Okay, that's what we've identified. And then let's quickly, okay, at the same time, let's just quickly check. As you can see, guys, this is finished. So let's quickly attend it. So what we need to do now, we need to navigate to the actual file. Okay, which is the name of the app. It's Coffee Mobile App. So what you will do, you will go to here. okay, in this, and then you will look for Coffee mobile app. As you can see, this is the application. What I usually do, I always click any file here and reveal in Explorer just to get this URL or this address, okay, or this path to this directory. Okay, so now once I copy it, I just go to Visual Studio Code, open a folder, and then paste that path as it is. Don't forget to press enter here so that this path could be here, or at least it can show you that it's in this path. As you can see, okay, this is the actual folder. Then we can click open. Now our Visual Studio Code is going to be neat and clean. This is the only folder that we see, the one that we are working on. Okay, I am happy with this. My apologies for this. Okay, I am happy with this. So now we need to continue. First of all, let's check on our terminal that we are on the right place. Okay, let's say new terminal. As you can see here, let me just minimize this. Okay, click here to minimize this. As you can see, the terminal is confirming that we are inside our app folder. This is very important because if you can run a command in a different folder, it might not work or you might see some errors. So now we are sure that we are here. Since this is an Expo project, in order to run this project, let's just type a command npx expo start. Okay, my apologies for this. Okay, I don't know why this is not typing. Okay, npx expo start, that's the command that I have ran. Okay, and then expo makes it easier for us to run mobile apps in our Android phones or iOS phone. Okay, it has got a mobile version of its own app, which is Expo Go. So more about that later. Now guys, what we have just done, we've created an Expo project. So let's just jump back to where we are before now setting up this project and continuing with it. Okay, so stack navigation and tab navigation, very important. Let's just quickly go back here. Okay, we have identified that, so that means we know the flow of our app. We are going to jump from this screen to this one, and then from there we're going to navigate to different screen using these tabs. And then what is the other events or actions that will take us to another screen? Okay, when we are pressing here, we are just adding this item to the order. We are not necessarily navigating to a different screen. Okay, so so now when we click on the actual item itself, let's see here. As you can see, we've got the item details. Let's say you want to know more about this item. When you click here, we are going to be taken to more details. As you can see, this is more details. Okay, and then you can click buy now. Okay, buy now. Buying now, it's more like maybe you are buying now. Let's just take it as it is. Okay, my apologies about that. I was just having an idea of buy now. It's in an e-commerce app whereby maybe, let's say, it's a phone, you are going to buy it. But well, let's see what was what's the design I was thinking. Okay, let's go through the thought process. And then you can click buy now, and then let's see. Okay, this is the orders screen. Okay, let's see. Okay, in the orders you can put the quantity. How many cups of coffee do you want to buy? Okay, discount applied, payment summary. This is your payment summary. So when we add some different types of coffees here, they will be like saved in this screen, or this screen will be responsible for those. Okay, so it's either it's going to be delivered or you are going to pick it up. Okay, and then you can click order. Okay, and then from there, I think this is a screen that shows you some sort of how far is your coffee in terms of the distance from, let's say, from the coffee shop. Okay, I think that's what this one does. Okay, now let's go back to buy now. I'm assuming when you are clicking buy now, it means that you want to jump to the order screen. Now let's ask ourselves, okay, let's just quickly do a summary. We are jumping from here to here, and then from here we click the actual item, we will be taken to here, and then when you click buy now, we will be taken to this screen. Okay, now let's ask ourselves, what if you are here on this screen, you want to jump to orders. Okay, let's say you've picked up everything that you want. Okay, so I'm assuming maybe as you scroll up, let's see, is this all that we have? Okay, I understand. Okay, this is all what we have. So I'm assuming maybe there must be a way whereby you want to click to orders. In e-commerce, it's usually a checkout page so that you can jump to orders. But guys, without doing a lot of things or saying a lot of things, at least we get an idea of the flow of the application. The other thing that what can I say, the takeaway from this screen for now is that we need to some sort of add our own ideas. Okay, since we don't really understand fully in details the intent of the designer. It's not the designer, but it's us. Okay, so there are some things that we need to push in so that this can be meaningful according to our own terms, the way we understand it. Okay, so I think everything it's clear here. So when we are coding, we will make some decisions so that this could be perfect. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the code. I am going to connect my Android application to this build so that we can run it live. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the video to save you time so that I can come back when all that is ready. Thank you so much for understanding. Okay guys, I am back. As you can see, this is my Android phone connected or linked to the laptop that I'm using. This is the app that you'll have to download on your app or Play Store, which is Expo Go. How is this screen linked to my own cell phone? I am using an app called Let's View. As you can see, it has got also a mobile version, and this is the Windows version of it or the computer version of it. Okay, as you can see, it's running in the background. It makes this possible. Okay, to me it's how can I close it? To me it's better than using an emulator. Okay, it's far better than using an emulator. Okay, let me just minimize it. Okay, now guys, let's continue. We want to connect this project. Okay, let's just click on Expo Go. Okay, so you can register and open an Expo account. It's free, so it doesn't really cost. As you can see guys, Expo has detected that we've got a build that is already running. Okay, so let's just click on that build. Okay, and then we are going to get our project to run. Okay, so the next thing that we can do now is to change this into a TypeScript code. So there is some sort of a shortcut, okay, to it. Instead of installing TypeScript here, what I usually do, I just change any file from here, from JSX to TSX. So the system somewhere here will detect that we have changed one of our files to TypeScript, and it will install TypeScript. But for now, let's just wait for that screen that tells us that everything works perfect, so that we can take things one at a time. As you can see guys, this works perfect. So we can just go here and make some changes in this app.jsx. Okay, and then let's type here, please subscribe. Okay, so please guys, don't forget to subscribe. Let's just press save. As you can see, so that means we are done. So while this while the build or the server is running, I'm just going to change this file from JS to TSX. Okay, so TypeScript will be installed automatically. So as it is installing, you might see some sort of errors somewhere in between. Please ignore them. That is not much of a problem. Let's just click enter here. Okay, as you can see, the system is doing something here, installing TypeScript. Here are the errors that will resolve themselves. Okay, then when it's done, we are going to be back again. that is a simple way that I've discovered. Okay, I've discovered it accidentally. Okay, so I found it to be some sort of working. Okay, meaning that I don't have to npm install TypeScript, which might ask me questions that I don't really know. So guys, we are done. We are running our project. Okay, what else? I think I'm ready for us to start. Okay, let's just get here. Okay, what we are going to do now, okay, which is very important for you as a developer to have Figma skills. Okay, I've got a channel which is Coded UI. More about that later, where I teach people's or developers specifically how to use Figma. Okay, so guys, we've got the first screen. Okay, we are going to have the first screen, meaning that this first screen has got this image. So let's quickly design this first screen. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this. Okay, as you can see, it has been pasted here. So I want to extract this image. Okay, let me double click. As you can see, guys, okay, this is the image. By the way, I'm using Figma. Also, you can register on Figma and have a Figma account. I am also using a free version of Figma. Okay, so let's look at this image. Okay, as you can see, guys, here is the image, and there is a layer on top of it. So what we are going to do, we want to save this image with that layer. Okay, since we are not going to some sort of animate, what can I say, the layers. Okay, so we might as well save it as one thing. Okay, as you can see, this is a layer and this is the image. So now I've selected or highlighted everything. So what I'm going to do, let me just press Ctrl G to group everything, and then let me Ctrl CV to paste. Okay, as you can see now, guys, we've got this. Okay, so what we are going to do now, let's just click on this layer and then let's just expand it. Okay, for formality. Okay, as you can see, we've got this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me just push this up a little bit. Okay, push this up a little bit, and then let me just double click here. You will see now what I'm trying to do. Let me push this a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I'm going to end it here. Okay, something like this. Okay, and then let me just create another node here. Okay, and then let me just work on the transparency. Okay, so I was just working on that fade. Okay, so that it cannot be like sharp, 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 sharp. Okay, that's all. Let's continue, guys. Let's keep it going. Okay, so I'm going to save this image as it is. As you can see, it's going to be saved as that image, and then you can just go here and click export and then export the image. Okay, as you can see, the image has been exported. What else do I want to do? I think that's all, guys. We are good to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to my downloads and copy the image. Okay, copy this image, and then from there I'm going to go to Visual Studio Code. In my project, I've got the asset folder, and then I'm going to click any image from here and then reveal in Explorer. Okay, as you can see, I am inside the assets folder. I'm just going to create a folder here, and the name of the folder is going to be, let's say, app assets. Okay, that means these are our assets, and then I'm going to paste this, and then I'm just going to let me rename this on Visual Studio Code. Okay, let me just rename this to BG. Okay, giving it some simple names. Okay, so that I can refer to this later. Okay, now that we've got this, okay, let me just click save. This app.tsx is the entrance of our own application. It's not some sort of a screen in a way, so let's keep it as an entrance. Okay, let's create the screens separately. So we are just going to go here and create a folder, screens. Okay, and then from there, let's create this folder. Let's say this is a welcome screen. Okay, this is a welcome screen .tsx. We are going to use TypeScript. Let me go to the extension, type ES7. Okay, ES7. Let's click on this one. Okay, so you need to have this extension installed so that you can have access to this code snippet. Okay, you are going to see now what do I mean by the code snippet. So we're not going to write everything, we're just going to rnfe, we're just going to create a command, type a command there, and it will give us this screen as it is, this functional React component. Okay, so let's just quickly save. So now we've got the welcome screen. Okay, we've got the welcome screen. How are we going to make sure that the welcome screen is displayed at this point in time, since we don't have the navigators? Okay, let's just import this screen on the main, on the entrance, okay, here for now. Okay, so let's clean this up. We don't want that. Let's just put a clear view. Okay, as you can see, there are some styles which are here which we don't need also. Okay, let me close everything and then let me remove these styles. Okay, as you can see. So now if we save, suppose this is empty and it's blank. Now we want to put the welcome screen here. Welcome screen. Okay, it's going to be a self-closing tag. As you can see, it has been imported automatically. Let's save. It's supposed to show here. As you can see, it's showing here on top. At least, guys, we are getting there. So let's just jump straight into it and design this welcome screen. Okay, so what I want to do here, I want to have an image background. Let's just quickly check the mockup. Okay, let's use this as a reference. Okay, this is an image background. What is an image background? An image background, it's a React Native element that is able to take an image as a background, but at the same time accept other components like these, okay, to be on top of that background. Okay, it's not a normal or default image. So let's use that one. And then what I'm going to do here, going to type image background, image background, as you can see, as a self, not as a self-closing tag, because we want to put something inside it. We want to put other elements here. So do we really need this tag? Okay, do we really need this wrapping tag? Let's delete it. Okay, we will just put it there when we some sort of see a need for that. Okay, and then let's style this. Okay, let's style this image background. The width of this image background, I want it to be 100%, and the height of 100%. I am happy with this. And then what else? Then we need to set the source. Okay, the source of this, the source of it is going to be require. Okay, the source of it is going to be require. It's a function. It takes a string, which is this string. It's a path to the assets folder. Okay, assets folder, and then we want our app assets. My apologies about that. App asset, and then we want bg dot png. Okay, let's save and see. As you can see, guys, boom, we've just got our image filling the whole background. Okay, that means we are getting there. So now what we want to do, we want to type this. Okay, let me just copy this and this text and the button, and then we will be done. Okay, one thing that I didn't understand while we were here with this user interface is this part. Okay, usually this part, it indicates a bottom sheet. Okay, that means when you press here and drag, there will be some sort of a component like an overlay or a modal where you will type some things, but since we don't really understand how it works, I'm not going to get into it for now. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Let's keep it going and keep it flowing like water. So what we want to do, I am going to create an empty container here, okay, which will fill in this entire top area, let's say almost like 60 to 75%. And then from then I'm going to create another one, the one that will contain our element here. Okay, so let's quickly do that. So inside here, the top container, it must be an empty container. Okay, and the second one, it must be the text. Okay, that means the elements that we want. Okay, here is that information, and then we can just copy this. Okay, Control C and Control V, and then we go to our mockup and copy this information as is. Okay, copy this information as is. I'm happy with this. So what I want to do, I want to style this. Okay, make sure that the color is white. The color is white, and the font size, okay, let's say the font size is 20, and font weight, okay, let's make it bold. Okay, I'm happy with that. We can just copy this part and paste it here, and then close these curly braces. As you can see, what I want here, it's these ones, because this one is not going to be bold. Let's just paste this here, and the font, let's make it 15, and the color is white, and I'm happy with that. Let's just save and see. As you can see, guys, okay, we are having these here. Remember, we said we want the top empty container to push these to the bottom. So let's just quickly do that. So in the empty container, which is this one, okay, let's put a style, and then let's put flex of 1. Okay, flex of 1, it means that the height of this container must fill the entire space. Okay, it's like it's filling the entire gap, pushing everything to the corner or to the edge. Okay, that's it. Let's just click save and see. As you can see, so this empty container is here. Okay, so we will just rearrange our content as we wish. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then now what we want to do, let me format this. Okay, let me just format this so that it can be presentable and easy to see. As you can see now, the code has been properly formatted. So I need this text and this one, and this one. Okay, so as you can see, so I want to wrap these inside a container. Okay, I want to wrap these inside a container. That means I'm grouping the text, okay, so that it can be separate from the button. Now that I've grouped the text, let's check our mockup. Okay, as you can see, we've got this. There's some sort of padding around. Okay, so is the padding going to be inside each and every element where we are going to repeat ourselves, or we can make the padding on the actual image? So let's just put the padding on the actual image, okay, image background, so that we can so that we can have what can I say, one padding instead of having it in all the elements. So let's say padding horizontal, padding horizontal of 30. Let's see, padding horizontal of 30. Okay, it looks like also the image, it's moving. Okay, also the image is moving, which that's not what we want. That's cool. So what can I do? I need not to put it on the actual image. Let's put it on the first what can I say? Okay, this container on top here is separate from this one. Okay, this is what this tells us. Okay, it tells us that the first child of the container of the image background needs to be a view, okay, and that view will help us to some sort of create that padding, okay, so that we can put that padding horizontal, okay, padding horizontal of 30. Let's see. Okay, as you can see now, okay, inside that we've got a padding of 30. Let's make it 50 so that it can be noticeable. Okay, let's reference our mockup. Okay, I feel like it's too much. Let's make it 40. Okay, at least I'm happy with this. Now you might ask why this jumps back to here. Simply because this container now, the mother container, doesn't have a width and height, so it's like squeezed tightly. Okay, it's some sort of contracting as much as it can, of which we need to set its width and height. For now, let's just flex it also to 1. Okay, let's see. As you can see now, because of it's taking the whole height of the screen, then that flex 1, which is the empty one here, it's having a room to expand or to scratch. Okay, as you can see, guys. So let's keep it going and keep it flowing. So let's go to the text and center it, which is the container, the mother container of the text. If here is the mother container of the text, let's style it. Okay, let's just set the background image to gray so that we can see it. Okay, just to see it. Okay, just to make sure that, as you can see, here is it. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then from there, what do I want to do? I want to justify center. Okay, justify center and align center. Justify center and align center. Okay, align item center. I'm happy with this. As you can see, everything is aligning center now. Let's align the text. In fact, we're aligning items here, so let's align the text. Okay, let's see. Is there anything text alignment? No, let's just check alignment, which we are aligning. Let's align the content. Okay, maybe that's how it's referred to here on React Native, or maybe on CSS it's being referred to. Okay, basically what I wanted to align this text. Obviously, maybe here on React Native, the styles, they don't cascade. Okay, you don't put a style on the parent that will cascade to the children, so meaning that maybe this is the component that can align because it's the only component that has a text here. Okay, let's see. Okay, but what I want to do, guys, okay, my apologies about that. It's just my YouTube channel. Okay, so my YouTube notifications. So what I want to do, I want to align this text to center. Okay, that's what I want to do. Align items, align text. Okay, as you can see, guys, here is text aligned. It makes sense because the view, it's not doesn't have text in it. Okay, so it doesn't have text aligned. As you can see, I'm happy with that. And then let's copy this also for this text. Which one? This one. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then what do I want to do now? What do I want to do now? Okay, let's go back here and see. Let's work on the font. Okay, this is 20. Let's make it 40 and see. Okay, somewhere there. Make it 30. Okay, let's say 33. Okay, let's just quickly check here, guys, and reference coffee so good. Your taste buds will love it. I think we are there, guys. Okay, I think we are there. I'm happy with that. There's some sort of a nice space between these, but at the moment we don't have a button. Okay, we don't have a button. Okay, let's add the button. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to okay, I will see what I can do. Let's just quickly add a button. Okay, so after this, let's add a button. Okay, is the button going to be outside this text container? For now, let's just put it inside here. Okay, let's just put it inside here. Let's type a view, and then let's have a text. Okay, let's just copy. Okay, let's get started. Copy it. Okay, text, let's get started. Now let's style the button. Okay, width of the button, let's just make it 80% for now. Okay, let's just make it 80%. And the height of the button, let's just copy everything here. The height, let's make it 50. Okay, background color white, we are going to change this, justify sender, justify its border radius. Let's just leave this as it is, and then let's just click here. Looking for this background color. As you can see, here is it. Let's copy this, and then let's go back here, and then when we are here on the background color, don't forget to put a hash there and press space. Let's see. As you can see, guys, this is what we have. Nice. Okay, let's style this. Okay, and give it a color of white. Okay, move this here, and then after giving it a color of white, let's give it a font size. Let's say font size of 18. Okay, and font weight of bold. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now that these are in the same, what can I say? Now that these are in the same container, let's go to that container. Where is that container? Here is that container. And then let's flex direction, okay, of column. Okay, that won't make any changes. Okay, and then let's put a gap. Let's put a gap of 10 and see. Okay, as you can see, this is a gap of 10. That means it's a gap of 10 between all these. Okay, and then let's see, let's put a gap of 30. I want to see if this applies between the text and also the button. Let's see. As you can see, guys, okay, it applies here and it applies here. I'm happy with this. Now let's make a gap of 15 in between. I'm happy with this. And then let's put a margin bottom. A margin bottom of 10. Okay, put a margin bottom of 10. Let's say 30. Okay, let's try 20. Okay, guys, let's go to our mockup and see. I'm happy with this. Okay, I am happy with this. Okay, this is what we want, 100%. Now, guys, we are ready to go to React navigation, so that when we click here, we can be some sort of sent to a different screen. I hope you are learning something. If you do, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Okay, so let's just quickly take a break. Okay, just to break, and let's search for coded UI in case you might want to learn coding, design, okay, with Figma. Okay, because more often than not, you are going to receive Figma screens that you will have to work with, just like this. It's either it's going to be required by your boss, or it's going to be required by your own client. So learning a thing or two about the design, it's very important. So I am the designer and the developer, so I help people to learn the design as well using Figma. As you can see here, I have got some videos here. Okay, so as you can see, guys, so please come and support also this channel of mine. So guys, let's continue. I I think now we are ready to go to React navigation. Okay. Okay, guys, we've got this library which is React navigation. It's going to help us to move from one screen to another. So the first thing that we need to do, let's just go to our terminal. Okay, terminal, and let me press Control C on Windows, enter, so that we can stop the terminal. As you can see, it's telling us there it's being stopped. Let us push this. All right, so what I want to do now, let's install React navigation so that we can navigate from one screen to another. Okay, so let's go to the documentation. Okay, and then let's click on getting started. As you can see, okay, so here we don't have a choice but to take things step by step, and being slow will work for us. We are trying to pay attention to details and do things once, okay, because once you miss one step from installing these, obviously it might maybe delay our time. We might think we have an error, whereas we don't really have an error, but we've missed a step. So let's go ahead and install it. Number one, we need to install React Navigation Native. Okay, this one we have to install. Just go here, cancel, yes. Okay, let me just type clear to clear everything. As you can see, guys, I'm installing it. I have pressed enter. Let's go back. What else? Now this library is dependent on some dependencies, which is React Native screens and React Native safe area context. Okay, so let's see what we can do. We need to install these, but let's just quickly read here this message: installing dependencies into an Expo managed project. We are working on an Expo managed project, so let's just copy these and install. Okay, let's just copy these. Okay, and then press enter. As you can see, guys, this is installing. And then let's see what we can do. All right, in case there might be a background noise, my apologies about that, but I trust the mic is very good on what can I say, filtering the background noise. But in case you are hearing it, my apologies. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's keep it going and keep it flowing. So we are done installing these. Okay, now let's go to Hello React Navigation here. Okay, Hello React Navigation. Let's go back here. There is okay, now let's install the stack navigation. Remember, I told you that we're going to use a stack. A stack helps us to move from one screen to another. Let's install the stack navigation. Okay. Okay. Let's go back here. We're done with the stack navigation, and this is the code that we need to copy as is, okay, to make our life easier. Okay, as you can see, here this is on the app. Okay, on the app file. Don't I have a copy here? Yes. So what we are going to do, let's paste this where. Okay, remember the welcome screen is not inside this folder. It has got its own component. Let's see what happened. Maybe I might have made a mistake. My apologies about that, guys. Okay, as you can see, let's see what is inside the app folder. It looks like everything is in the app folder. My apologies about that. I was supposed to have put this everything in here. Okay, in here. Okay, and then let's just I have pressed let's just go here. let's just go here and press Control and then import the image background. So I've pressed Control and backspace, or the space, and then I am importing this. As you can see, guys, everything works well. Let's just test, okay, and put the welcome screen as a self-closing tag. Okay, let's just run npx. Okay, let's type npx expo start. Okay, and xpx expo start, and let's see. Okay, so where is our screen so that we can see what's going on here? As you can see, guys, one of the small challenges, okay, one of the small challenges that we have is that this, okay, this is still here. Okay, so I was going to say I am using a trial version of this. So of this let's view. So this let's view, sometimes it disconnects itself. So I thought that's what happened, but it's still here. So what we want to do now, we want to run, as you can see, it's running, but we need to refresh this project. So let's just move here and let's click coffee. Okay, let's click here. Okay, obviously one thing you need to know about errors are very important. So you must be happy when you've got errors in your project, simply because I, as Matthew, I might tell you whatever that I want to tell you. You need to know this, you need to know that, but errors will tell you exactly what you need to know now. So make use of them, okay? Solve them and then learn something. Okay, let's just quickly see what this says. The development server return response. Okay, body. Let me just check this error on my phone and see why is there. Okay, the tip that I can give you with React Native and building Node.js project in general, okay, always try to restart things, okay, as a first solution or a first attempt, okay, because it's easy for you to go and fix things, whereas maybe you just have to restart your server and restart your, what can I say, your Visual Studio Code. Okay, it happens a lot of times. Let's see. Unable to resolve that this path. Okay, this error is meaningful, the one that we can read here. Okay, it's just telling us that we have copied a code from this page. Okay, this code was referencing an image, okay, and it was referencing the image based on where it is. Okay, for instance, it was here, okay, meaning that it was jumping one folder up and accessing this, but now we have moved it to 2 layers in. Okay, so what this code does, it's still jumping one folder up, and once it jumps one folder up, it doesn't see the image. Okay, meaning that this has to jump 2 folders up based on where it is now. Okay, let's quickly save there, and let's just clear everything first. Okay, and let's run npx expo start. npx expo start. I'm happy with that. Let me click reload on my phone. Obviously this has not started yet, so it looks like, okay, I think it can work. Let's just wait for that, guys, and see. Okay, what else? Let me just pause the video to save you some time. Okay, it's building. Okay, it's building, guys. Let's just be patient a little bit. Okay, just to see what we have. What we want to test is that, can we see this screen when we have imported it here? Okay, before we remove it here. As you can see, guys, everything works as intended. Okay, so meaning that we can remove this screen here and clicks. Okay, if we remove it here, there must be something. Okay, let's just put an empty view. Okay, as you can see, so meaning that we have saved this screen. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now what I'm going to do, what we need to do now, we need to make use of a stack navigation. Okay, we need to make use of stack navigation. So let's copy that code. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, where is the code? Okay, let's see. Here is the code that we want to copy. Let's copy this code and paste it on our app.tsx. Okay, let's just remove everything here and paste this code as it is. Okay, now let's see. Okay, this code, where can we... Okay, let me just explain to you what this code does so that at least you can understand it. Okay, this code is in the entrance of our application. Okay, and this code will navigate. Okay, will go to different screens. Okay, this code, what this code did, it declared those screens in the same file. Okay, and the next screen, it's home screen. As you can see, that's how this code has been designed. So here it's trying to register that screen so that when you click somewhere, wherever you clicked, it can go to the screen. So what we need to do in our case, we just need to what can we do? We just need to first remove this screen, because our screen, the one that we're going to, our home screen, is not going to be in the same folder. Okay, in the same file. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clean this code a little bit. We don't need this screen here. Okay, our screen will sit on an external file, which is a file that not inside the same file. My apologies about that. And then what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to comment this folder, this code. Okay, simply because we are not going to use this home screen, we're still going to create it. Okay, so it looks like, guys, we are done. Okay, we only had to remove that one. So what's the name of this screen according to us? Let's just check here. So this is welcome. Yes, this is home screen. Okay, I don't have a problem with this naming, but the only thing that I had a problem with is that on our screens, let's have a home screen here .tsx. Okay, and then I'm going to use our magic RNFE, as you can see. Okay, and then let me uncomment this. So now we are going to import this home screen from this one. Okay, from the screens. Okay, this one. So I'm just going to press Control on Windows and space. As you can see, now we have imported this screen. Okay, now we don't have errors, guys. We can save here and we can also save here. Okay, and then let me just explain what's going on. So here we are importing the create stack navigator. Okay, and the navigation container. So here we are creating the stack navigator. Okay, stack navigator help us to transition from one screen to another. Okay, it helps us with that. And then from there, navigation container must always be there to wrap everything. If it's not there, the code won't work. And then from then we are saying this is the first screen that we have, as you can see. Okay, so when we get into the entrance of our folder, okay, we are presenting a stack navigation. Okay, so I think this could be explained better in the whiteboard. Okay, so this is what we did. Okay, in the entrance of our folder, of our app. Okay, now we some sort of declaring a stack navigator. What does a stack navigator do? It helps us with navigating to different screens. Okay, it helps us to do that. Home, details. okay, and another screen. So if you are going to navigate from one screen to another, these screens must be registered here, okay? Home, details, and whatever screen, they must be registered, okay, so that you can navigate from one screen to another. So in the stack, okay, now that in the stack we are having home screen inside, okay, that's why you see this home here, okay. The stack is saying that, okay, which is the screen that I can render, okay, in the meantime as the first screen. So it chooses this screen. So this is not really what we want. This is the second screen that we are going to go to. So do we have the home screen? Yes, we have the home screen. Let me see. Okay, we have a welcome screen as the first screen. The home screen, it's a second screen that we will navigate to. I hope that one is clear. So let's copy this as it is. Okay, let's copy this as it is. Here, this is going to be a welcome screen. Okay, let's import the welcome screen here. Okay, as you can see, guys, okay, we've got home screen and we've got welcome screen. So the welcome screen is the one that has got everything, the one that we have designed. Let's just click save and see. We have refreshed, but we are still seeing the home screen. Okay, how can we change this? We need to tell the stack navigator that our initial route is welcome. Okay, welcome. Okay, so let's see, we have told you that our initial screen is welcome. That's not much of a problem. I think that technique that I've told you about will help us here. What is the complaint? Return. Okay, transform syntax. Okay, let's just quickly see what might be the problem. Okay, so for now, let's use that technique of just canceling the server and refreshing. Okay, it always work, guys. Okay, don't start by fiddling. Okay, fiddling must be a second or the last resort. Most of these errors, they resolve themselves. Okay, okay, now let's I've cleared npx expo stat. My apologies about that. Expo stat. All right, I am happy with this. So expo stat. So what we are going to do, okay, so my apologies about this. Let's just wait for this to load and see. Okay, now let me just go back and check here. Let's reload and see, guys, and see. Okay, now we are using the stack navigation, meaning that we want to move from one screen to another, and our first screen, we want it to be the welcome screen, as you can see, guys. Okay, so now we need to implement the routing. Okay, as you can see, now we've got a tab, a header. Okay, this is called a header. So we don't want this header. As you can see, we want this screen to be clean. So let's go to the screen that we see, the initial screen, which is it's here. Let's put some options here. Okay, let me close this. Let's put some options here. Okay, and then what we want to do here, we want to headers shown. Headers shown. Let's click. Let's set it to false. We don't want to see the header. Okay, let's refresh and see. As you can see, guys, we don't see the header. That means we are good to go. Now we want to navigate. When we click this button, we want to go to home. Okay, let's quickly do that. Now, what can I say? We need to check our welcome screen. This button at the moment, it's not clickable. It doesn't respond to any event. In order for it to respond to an event, we need to wrap it with touchable opacity. Let's see where I am. It looks like I'm lost in my own code. Okay, Let's wrap this with touchable opacity. Let's wrap this with touchable. Okay. As you can, this is touchable. Okay. We want touchable opacity. Touchable opacity, because when we click, we want to see that we are clicking, something like this. Okay, this is not what we want. Okay, as you can see, I like the fact that it's blinking, but I don't know why my styles, for some reason, they have disappeared. Okay, let me try to think why. The reason is this container. Okay, this container, as you can see, this 80% means that 80% of the parent container. So if this container is squeezing, okay, it's squeezing the content inside, it means that this 80% doesn't really apply. So let's just give this a value, okay, so that it reinforces that it becomes like this. Let's just give it 250. Okay, I'm happy with this. As you can see now, it's blinking. I'm happy with this, but it doesn't go anywhere. So now this touchable opacity, we need to say on press. Let's just quickly create and okay, let's just create an arrow function, an anonymous arrow function, and let's just type alert. Clicked. Okay, let's see. When you click here, as you can see, it has been clicked. I am happy with that. Now this means that this button is responding. Okay, this button is responding. Then what we want to do, we want to do something. Okay, we need to tell this the system to navigate to somewhere else. Now let's see what we can do. Okay, what we want to do now, let's what can we do? There are two ways to go about this. Okay, the first one, just for the sake of teaching, let me just show you both ways. Okay, just for the sake of teaching, we can receive navigation here. Okay, we can receive a parameter or a prop. Okay, we can receive a prop navigation, and then we can use that prop here. Okay, here, instead of alerting, we can use that navigation dot navigate. Okay, navigate to where we want to navigate to home. Okay, so this name is the name that you have used here. Okay, as you can see, this is not home screen, this is just home. So we must use this name as is. Okay, and then let's click enter, get started, and see where are we going to go to. As you can see, now we are going to the next screen. We can click go back on that arrow and we can go back here. As you can see, guys, now we are using the stack to navigate from one screen to another. This is the first way to do it. And then the second way to do it will be, you might not receive this parameter. Okay, no, from here. Okay, you might not receive the prop here. Okay, you might not receive the prop here. You might use navigation. There's a hook that you can use. Let's see. Okay, const let's name this navigation so that it can be exactly the same as the other one. Then we say is equal to use navigation. Let's check here. As you can see, here is use navigation, and it's being offered by React Native. Okay, React Navigation. Okay, so we want to use it. This is a hook. Okay, and then yeah, okay, then let's click. So okay, there's an error. Let's see, use navigation. Let's check what that error is. Okay, let's see, argument of type string is not assignable to options never. Okay, please don't mind about this. Okay, let's just go back. Okay, let's just go back and save. Okay, please ignore this error. Let me just change something here just to show you that this is the latest some sort of screen. Okay, let's just type here latest and save. As you can see, latest is here, meaning that this is active and this is running. So these are the changes that we have done. Let's click get started. As you can see, guys, it does the same thing. As you can see, this one, it's some sort of telling us that there are some issues and whatever. At the moment, I'm not going to get into details as to which one must you go for, okay, but you can use any for now. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to just undo until we reach that stage, this one. Okay, so we are done with navigating from this page to this page. Okay, so now that we are here, let's start with designing the whole layout. Okay, when we are done with it, then we can fetch the data from the API. Okay, so let's quickly do that. Let's just see how long. We are almost in an hour. Okay, that means we took an hour to some sort of design this and navigate to here. Okay, let's just see if can't we take another hour to quickly make sure we design this screen within that hour. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause the video. I just want to make sure that the background noise didn't affect me that much. I don't want to continue too much, whereas maybe the sound that I heard affects you like so much that you can't even hear me. Okay, because it was loud a little bit. So thank you so much for understanding. I will see you now. Okay, guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for understanding. Now let's quickly try to quickly design this screen, okay, and its functionality within an hour. I understand it's too much, but let's chase for that. So what we are going to do now, let's quickly set this screen up so that it can be ready for this kind of a layout. So what we are going to do, we are going to look for home screen in the tab navigation, which is here, and then we're going to pass some options. We're going to look for options, and then in these options we want to deactivate the headers shown. Okay, we want to deactivate the header and set it to false. Okay, as you can see now, we don't have a header, but we have introduced a new problem. As you can see, the screen is right up there on this part. Okay, now I just forgot the name, but I will remember the name now. Okay, my apologies about that. So we need to prevent that. So the way in which we can prevent that, let's just go to home screen. Okay, let's wrap this with a safe area view. Okay, a safe area view. Okay, make sure when you are importing the safe area view, you import the one with context. Okay, because the one from React Native doesn't really solve the problem. Okay, so what we want to do here, we want to make sure that this starts right below this. In some other phones, there is some sort of a speaker here, or there is a camera. Okay, that part. So to make sure that your content is below that, you use a safe area view. Okay, you wrap your content with a safe area view. Let's click save and see. As you can see, guys, now it's below this part. Okay, my apologies about that. Then let's continue, guys. So what we want to do, let's just quickly plan the layout first. Okay, we've got the top part. Okay, and then we've got the middle part, and we've got the bottom part. The bottom part will be tab navigation. Okay, I'm happy with that. What we are going to do now, let's create this part. Okay, let's first create this black part or the gray part. Okay, let's quickly do that. So inside here, we're just going to have a view. Okay, we're going to have a view, and then we're going to style this view. Okay, Background color, for now, let's just put black. Okay, background color of black. My apologies about this. Okay, and then the width must be 100%. Okay, the width must be 100%, and the height, let's make the height 500 for now. Okay, let's just click save. As you can see, 500 is too much. Let's just make 250. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's just quickly check and reference. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this part will be here. We will only have this part for this. Okay, so for us, let's just make 200. Okay, because the screen height, it's not really the same, so we need to improvise based on the screen height that we have. Okay, so the bottom tab will take this space, and then this part will take this place, and this part will take this place. So let's also try to make it 180. Okay, so that we can have more space. Okay, I'm happy with this makes sense to me. Let's just quickly check the color, the actual color. Where is it? Where is the actual color of this? Okay, it's linear gradient, it looks like. So that means it has got some shades. Okay, for now, since this doesn't really look like a linear gradient, it's not that noticeable. Okay, let's just copy only this part. Okay, this grayish part of it. Okay, for now, because it will take our time to create that gradient. Okay, let's see. Put hash. Okay, at least that is something that you guys can research on it, on how to do it. Okay, let me just make sure I want the darker one. Okay, because now this looks too grayish. Okay, let's see. This is the one. This is the one. Which one did we? Okay, 313131. Okay, which is this one. Let's just make it darker a little bit. Okay, this is black. Let's just make it like this. Okay, 313131. Make it darker a little bit. Okay, let's try this. Okay, my apologies about that. Save. Okay, we will work on this. We will see what we can do, and then let's continue. We want to keep it going and keep it flowing. I'm happy with this, so let's put that text there. Inside this, we've got a text. Okay, come back here. This is not necessarily a text. It looks like it's a location. Okay, you can choose a location from here. Am I going to use that location? To be honest, okay, let's see. I want to use a drop down in React Native. Okay, now I have to think, am I going to use it? Okay, yeah, let's just do it, guys. Okay, let's just do it. React Native drop down. Okay, drop down. I have never used it before. React Native drop down. I've never used a React Native drop down. Okay, I don't even think we have it. GitHub React Native element drop down. Let's just quickly see this one. I hope it's going to be easier and simple to install. Okay, straight to the point, something like this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's something like this. Looks like it can work. Is this a video that I can play? Oh, let's just see. That's not what I want. I just want to check if this will take us there. Okay, I think based on this, it will take us there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now let's jump in, guys, and install it. We've already some sort of used time. Okay, not necessarily wasted, because we don't really waste time. Okay, we don't, so we must not think of ourselves like that, but we are running out of time. So let me paste npi react native element drop down. Now let's quickly check on how to use it. Okay, it's my first time to be here. Let's quickly see, where is the code snippet. Element drop down. They have a usage, or I have missed it. Something like this is what I want. Okay, drop down example. What do? You import drop down. Yes. Okay, and then from then you've got your own data. Yes. And then const element drop down. Yes. Okay, guys, this looks fairly simple for me. Okay, return view, label. Okay, export. Okay, let's just quickly do this. Or can't I copy all of this? Looks like I cannot. Okay, let's see, guys. Let's see. I think this render different types of drop down components. Okay, so the first thing that we must do, let's import the drop down Expo icon. Okay, let's import everything. Okay, now what we are going to do, let me run this in the meantime. Npx expo start. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to create a component here. Do I have component folder? No. So okay, I've got a folder component, and I'm going to create drop down. Okay, drop down. Okay, this is our drop down.tsx, and then rfce, rnfe, in fact. Okay, and then I want to import these. Okay, import everything. Let me just remove the default import. As you can see, guys, we're getting there. And then what I want to do here, I just want to, let's see, only return this. Okay, where is do we have a drop down here? This is const render label. This is render label. Okay, I just want to return the first one. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, export drop down component. Okay, I think it's this one, from here up to here. Okay, I am happy with that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I've copied too much. Okay, I've copied too much. Let's see. Let's copy this first. Up until here. Okay, I need to pick up the pace. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I don't have the styles. Okay, let's just use those styles. Okay. Also with the styles that they have supplied. Where are those styles? Let me copy this first. What is this for? This is the return. Let me copy the return as well. Where is our return? These are the labels. This is our return. Okay, let's copy this return. Okay, it also needs styles.icon. Let's go and get those styles. .create. Okay, these are the styles. Okay, these are all the styles. Let's copy the styles. Okay, suppose there are no errors. I'm happy with this. Let's just import this drop down. Okay, did we export the drop down? Let's quickly check. Yes. Okay, here is it. So let's just import it in the welcome screen. I'd like to believe not necessarily in the home screen. And then let's import it right after this black part. Okay, as a self-closing tag. And then let's import it and see how it looks. Drop down cannot be used as a JSX element. Okay, let's go check why. Okay, is it returning something? Okay, let's see. Okay, is it okay? Const drop down component. Drop down component looks like okay, let's see. Ours is just drop down. Okay, here is it. Cool. And then here we've got drop down component. Okay, something is just fishy, or my own way of doing return text and what and a label. Yeah, obviously there is something wrong with how we've copied this. Okay, the best way to go about it, my apologies about this. Let me just copy everything. Okay, and then copy everything like this where it ends. My apologies about this, guys. Okay, it ends here. Okay, let's just paste everything like this. Suppose there's no error, and then we can just change this name. Export default drop down. Our name is drop down. Our name is drop down. Yes. Where is it? Components drop down. Is that the case? Yes. And then we're going to copy this name and replace the drop down component here, as you can see, guys. Okay, I've just made my life easy. Then from then I'm going to save here, and let's see. Cannot connect to Metro. That's not a problem. Let's see what is the problem. npx expo start. I'm starting the expo, and then let me restart also here. Remove this and restart also here. Okay, cool beans. Suppose everything works. Okay, suppose everything works, and then we will modify and change based on that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're going to have this drop down here. It will need this location. Let's quickly go there where we are. Okay, this is the drop down. Just type location here. Okay, location. Click save. Let me click enter so that it can be taken. As you can see, guys, okay, we have managed to get it. Okay, as you can see. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, we can even search. Let me try to search. Okay, let's say item space 2. Let's see, guys. Okay, this is awesome. I am going to use it going forward. I never thought of it, but now that it's here, I think it's a good thing. Okay, now let's continue, guys. As you can see, we've just installed the drop down. Now what we want to do, we want the drop down to be here. Okay, not only we want it to be here, we want it to be inside the same container as the location label. And then on the location label, we want to style it. Okay, let's give it a color of white for now so that we can just see it. Okay, as you can see, here is the drop down label. It looks like the drop down. Let's go to the mockup and see how is this one. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of styles. Okay, that means it has not been styled. Okay, let's go back to this drop down and try to what can I say, to customize it. Okay, the way in which we are going to customize it, we are not going to be too much. Okay, we're just going to customize it so that at least it looks like more or less like what we want to do. Okay, I don't want to spend much time here. Let's just quickly see what's going on. Okay, okay, I've got some states here, not a problem. Render label, drop down label, is equal to blue. Where is that drop down label? Here. Okay, let me just click on it. Drop down label. Okay, I think here on the drop down label, let's just type select location, okay, or choose location. Okay, let's be quick, guys. Okay, render location, table label value selected. I don't want this. Let's continue. Default drop down. So let's see. We have missed things. Okay, let's see. View style, drop down. So style. Okay, let's see. So how do I change the style? Okay, border color blue, placeholder. Okay, let's see. Selected text style, nope. Icon style. Okay, input style. Okay, I want to change I want to change the container style. Okay, I want to change the container style. Okay, styles dot drop down is focus and container blue. Placeholder style. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, let me just go to definition on this drop down. Okay, let's see. This drop down is going to take our time. Okay, return, use memo. I am not supposed to style this from here. I'm supposed to style this from here. Okay, here is the style. Okay, that wraps everything. I think I want to be here. Let's see, guys. Okay, I think I want to be there 100%, guys. I'm happy with that. Okay, we are getting there. And then let me just type and see what will happen. Click enter. Okay, why it's not responding? Click enter, choose location. Do I really want that choose location? Do I really want that choose location? Where is it? Okay, let's see. Where is that choose location? Here is it. Okay, I don't think I really need this label, if I can be honest. I don't really think I need it. Let's just render an empty fragment. Okay, I'm happy with this. I don't need that label. This location will play that role. And then I have seen, let me just search for that blue. Okay, where is that blue? Is focused blue or black? Okay, let me just change this to white. Okay, as you can see, I'm happy with this. What else am I going to do? Okay, I don't mind much about this white. I really don't mind much, so I'm happy with this. What else do I want to do? Let's see. Let me use it and click. Okay, selected item. Where is selected item? Where is selected item? A text with selected item. Here is it. Okay, let's say choose location. Okay, choose location. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then what I want to do, let's go to that black, the icon black. I can just type white. Okay, so for me, I think it's going to be white always. Okay, I'm happy with white always. And then on that choose location, where is the style for this placeholder? I think there is a style here, placeholder style. So that means I can go to these styles that they have supplied us. Placeholder style, font is equal to 16, and let's set the color of white. Okay, I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy. The only thing now that I want to do, I want to change the width, okay, of the overall container. Okay, here is the style here of the overall container. Let me just type width, let's say 50, and let's see. Okay, this is what we want, so let's make it 90. Let's see. Okay, 200. Let's see, somewhat there. Let's check the mockup. Okay, obviously on the mockup there is no border lines. Okay, not a problem. Let me click and see if is it working accordingly. Okay, is it me? Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, there's something blue there. Okay, not a problem. I am happy with this. And then what we can do, let's look for borders here. What has been set? Border color blue. If it's focus, let me just type transparent. I don't want that. Transparent, I don't want that. Okay. What else? Is focus. Okay, I was looking for the border. Okay, I have changed that one to transparent. Where is the other one? Border gray, border width. I don't want the border at all. The drop down height. Okay, heading horizontal. I don't mind about other things, but the border, I don't want it at all. Anything that has got something to do with border, I can remove it. Okay. Okay, what I like about this, okay, what I like about this is the icon, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to change the icon. Let's just go to Expo icons. I'm just going to choose a location icon. Okay, I understand it's not there in the, let me use this one, it's not there in the UI, okay, in the mockup, but I think it's interesting, or I like it. So let's go back here and import it. Okay, let me just search for this end. I'll go and search for it. Where is it? Here is it. Okay, render left icon. It has been rendered here and it ends here. So what we are going to do, we are going to copy this one. Okay, let's just write at the bottom of it, below it. Or what we can do, let's just copy this name and put it here. Happy with this. And then name its location. Is there a name here? As you can see, let's put location instead. Size and color, it will take those one. Let's remove this and click save. Suppose this will change to the location icon. I'm happy with this. Okay guys, we have just managed to create this location, even though I didn't think much about it, but I'm happy with what we've came up with. But now let's make sure that this is a component, like single component, the location and the drop down. Okay, let's go back to home screen. Okay, now let's I think this has a padding, okay, but we will see about that. Now let me style this. Okay, let me just set a background color of gray. Okay, I'm happy with that. As you can see, it spans right across the entire screen. I don't want it to be like that because I will put the image there. So we need to let's set the width. Let's set the width to 250. Let's see. My apologies about that. Let's set it to 200. Let's see. 180. Oh, okay. I think 220 is fine. Okay, yes. I'm happy with this. And then let's, what can we do? I want to flex these. Okay, flex direction, row. column. I want to reinforce that first. So arrange like this, and then I want a gap. Let's see, a gap of 10. Let's see what will happen. Okay, my approach is about this. Let me reconnect. Let me go back. On my phone, I can that something happened, so there was a gap of 10 is noticeable. Let me just quickly pause the video. Okay, pause the video.